it's Laura here, and yes, I'm sitting here on my kitchen floor, so welcome to my kitchen. And no, my blood sugar is not going low. I'm just here getting ready for my next month of cooking. This is something I do every so often. It's been a while since I've done a once a month cooking sort of deal. Some of you have actually done it with me, but today I'm getting ready for the groceries to arrive. They're getting here tomorrow. I've ordered enough food to cook, lots of meals for Rob and I. Part of getting ready for something like that is to get the fridge cleaned out, to really make sure that I've got space. Rob and I, we live here in an 800 square foot condo in Boston, so space is a premium. With the perspective here, it looks like I've got a pretty hefty fridge. This side over here is my freezer, so today I've basically taken everything out of my freezer so I can get ready for once a month cooking. Has anyone, I see a couple people tuning in, has anyone done once a month cooking before? Ever? Yeah, trying to read the words there. But, it's something that is a skill. A lot of people will say, oh, it's totally impossible. But what I do, I just want to tell you real brief how I handle once a month cooking is, throughout my day, my week, or whatever, I see recipes that I think are pretty cool, recipes I'd like to make. And I flag them and I, save the link. And then, when I get a bunch of them, I end up just, figuring out the ingredients that I need, and I, put my grocery order in. There isn't a grocery store nearby me, so I actually have to order my groceries. So that's how I get that done. I don't do everything all in one day. So then, I get my groceries. They're arriving tomorrow morning. I might get started by cooking maybe half of them. The rest I might do Thursday morning. You don't have to do your once a month cooking all in one shot. I think that's what scares away a lot of people. Sometimes people also prefer to do once a month cooking throughout an entire week. So basically you'll make a recipe and you will just double it up, put the other one that you're not eating that night in the freezer, and then, go to town. You basically cook 2 weeks worth of food after 1 week of cooking. Isn't that amazing? So, there's just so many things you can do. So right now, I just thought I'd say hi and let you see what I'm up to, but I'm going to do a good wipe down of my fridge or freezer. I'm pulling everything out so that when the groceries arrive tomorrow morning, I can really make sure I've got space and have some fun. Anybody have any questions about how I handle this, or do you want to see? I should tell you what I'm cooking, right? Hey Jojo, how much does that cost to get your groceries, Laura? Oh, good question. And, okay, so I'm going to answer that question right now before I tell you what I'm cooking. When I calculated my groceries, I set up enough so that Rob and I, we are a two-people household. We have enough meals for 42 days, okay? 42 dinners. That does not include breakfast. That does not include lunch. Now, this week, where did it go? Where's my grocery list? Oh, it's over here. 1 second, Jojo. I'm back. Okay, so this week, when I made my groceries, a lot of it were spices and things like that, with things like toilet paper and toothpaste and shampoo and stuff like that. For 42 meals for 2 people, it came to $222. So I do a lot of coupon cutting. I'm a big coupon girl. I am not rich by any means, but it cost me about $200 and some dollars for 42 meals for 2 people. I think that's pretty good. If I was one person, wow, I'd never have to cook again. What other questions? Don't mind boobs. I'm trying to read here. Yeah, no, it's not bad at all. But what I'm making this month for my next month of cooking is I'm going to be making a slow cooker chicken stew. So that's cool. With those kind of recipes, you basically have a super simple prep day. You just take everything for the stew and you put it in a great big, gotta show you some other supplies. A great big, I have these. These are a necessary thing. The great big monster size. They are gallon freezer bags. Throw everything for your stew or your slow cooker dish right in the bag, and then on cooking day with your family, all you do is you just dump it right in your pot or your slow cooker or whatever you need. But yeah, so there's going to be some slow cooker stew, tangy meatballs. I'm really excited about those. I'm a meatball lover. Anything with meat. I'm going to do a beef stew. I also theme things, like I've got, it's that time of year where stews are good, so I'm going to be doing that. Thank you for the love. I'm also going to be doing, this one's exciting. It's a butternut squash and mushroom Wellington. So it's a meatless meal, and I'm going to be, mashing up the butternut squash and mushrooms and stuff, and then coating it with a puffed pastry. And yeah, super simple to prep that, throw it in the freezer, not even have to worry about the cooking. So that's what I'll be doing probably tomorrow, because this will be one of the more fancier things. I'm going to be doing some slow cooker spare ribs. Oh yeah, I found, recipes are always going to say baby beef back ribs, but for me, because I'm trying to watch my money, really close, I chose some pork ribs instead, some little pork ribs. It'll still be good. And then I'm going to do a slow cooker chili. Chili is one of the most affordable things you can make. One tip when you're making chilies and stuff, cans of beans are pretty cool. I mean, they're convenient, but if you want to save even more money, buy the dried ones and just, the night before, throw them in some water and let them sit on, your counter or in your fridge overnight, or probably counter's better, but just let the beans soak up the water and you can save a ton of money on beans. I'm going to do some, I can't pronounce this, I cannot, I'm going to butcher it. I'm not Mexican, but a ranchero casserole, so it's a nice little cheesy casserole for Rob and I, that'll be good. Spinach stuffed chicken with bacon, oh my gosh, yeah, I will drool here. I know. So thanks for the love, you guys. Baked mustard lime chicken, ooh, that one should be good. Now some of these, baked mustard lime chicken, that is not an entire meal. So what I've made a little note here on the bottom is on the day of cooking, I'll probably need a salad. What I've decided here would probably go well with that is some coleslaw and maybe some potatoes. So, these are things that might be lying in your pantry, or, just down the street you can pick up some cabbage. So cabbage is super cheap too, so that's another money saving thing. Oh, and before I go, I want to show you one of the biggest money savers I've had in the last, couple months. Don't let me forget. I'm going to also be making some Greek phyllo wrapped chicken with spinach and goat cheese. I know it sounds fancy, but basically it's just like a little procession line in my kitchen. Do you think, I'll ask you in a minute. And the final one that I'm going to be making is some paleo mini tacos. These are some really cute little meaty little muffin type taco things that I'm gonna be cooking up, so that Rob and I are busy. I'm pretty excited about the next few weeks. I won't have to think about cooking. I know that this time of year I'm extremely not as happy as normal, because the days are shorter, the holidays are over. It's like, yeah, it'd be so much more simple to go out and, go out and buy something. But if I've got it in my fridge and I can cook it up, awesome. Okay, any other questions? I see, okay. Let me see, do you freeze all leftovers for another day, or do you eat this meal for 2 days? Okay, so there's two strategies there that you can do. I like to freeze most everything. Now, one of the things with this is, you can cook it all up and throw it in your freezer, no problem at all. Or you can actually just, as I mentioned in the very beginning, is just every night for dinner just make double portion, and then next week you can cook that meal again. So you don't have to do it all in one day by any means. It's just so much easier to do batch cooking. It saves you a ton of time. Yeah, so, I want to just show you one thing. Another comment there. No, I don't see it. Okay, But anyway, let me show you this. Okay, so we're talking about freezers, we're talking about storage. Oh, before I get over there, these bags, I like to put a lot of my stuff in bags so that you can easily stock them into small spaces. Like my freezer is pretty small. The little metal pans, those work really well as well, covered with these. But yeah, I wanted to make sure I showed you that before I show you this. Now, another kitchen hack here, save money. I know we're talking about once a month cooking here, but another thing that I find extremely helpful is I was a big Swiffer girl. I would always be Swiffering my floors, and Swiffers are super expensive, and plus I'm also creating waste. I try to be very mindful of my environment, so watch this. You can knit your own or use a nice dish towel, but on the bottom of my Swiffer, I use a dish towel. And it actually seems to work so much better on my kitchen floors. I'm sitting on my floor right now, so that's why I thought of that. So yeah, give this a try. You don't have to buy all those, Swiffer is gonna hate me, but you don't have to buy all those expensive Swiffers when you can use a dish towel. They fit perfectly. So, does this help? Any other questions about my once a month cooking? I probably should get back to it before all my stuff starts to thaw. Tonight I'm going to be, in order to clean out my fridge, in a few minutes I'm going to take any extra vegetables and frozen things that I have, throw them all in the crock pot and just kind of see what happens. I call this Laura slop night, so that's what Rob's going to get. Don't tell him. He might not come home. Actually, it's really good. It's amazing. Flavors just combine. Any other questions? Yeah, so 2 people, about, just roughly just over $200, buy all my groceries, and that, I've calculated 42 meals, 42 days, so I am so excited. Anyway, I've probably chattered on way too long. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning, and if there aren't any other questions, thank you for all the love, by the way, this is cool. If there aren't any other questions, I'm going to get going, and when I get my kitchen set up, and I get everything laid out, I'm going to hop back on here in the next couple days and show you exactly what a cooking day looks like. Does that sound good? Give me some thumbs or hearts if you'd like to see that. If not, I'll just destroy my kitchen on my own. Yay! Thanks, Joan. Okay, I'll talk to you all later, and so have a great day. Hope you've enjoyed seeing my cleavage. I really have to figure out this camera angle thing. It's just not working for me, is it? But anyway, see you later. Have a great day, JoJo.